What is going on here? No, Trish, no, 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 no.
I'm a vegan most of the time. 98% of the time.
Hey, Frugivore! So it's been raining a little bit, so you might hear a little bit of a pitter-patter on the roof. Hopefully it's not too distracting. A little bit of ASMR, if you will, right? And today's video, we're going to check out what Trish, Likefish88, that's her TikTok page, what Trisha Paytas eats in a day while pregnant. I'm nervous. I am genuinely nervous for the baby. You know, what she feeds herself, what I eat in a day, here it is here, what I eat in a day. It should be really called what I eat in a day, what I and the baby eat in a day, because you're feeding your baby, you know, what you're eating is actually feeding the baby. And like, look at this shocker. What is that? A big piece of animal muscle tissue fried. This is gonna be probably pretty bad. I haven't watched it yet, but let's watch it together. Let's just get in there now.
Hey everyone.
What? She's got one of her classic, like she's got another look. She's got so many different looks. It's so hilarious. Over the years, Trish has brought us thousands of different looks. I don't know how her skin puts up with all this makeup. You know, off and on, scrubbing it off, putting it on, and oh, shocker. Okay, let's go.
Cute little overnight trip up to...
Oh, wow. Is that like a Kransky sausage? Oh my gosh. Okay, this does not look good.
Central California, Salt.
Oh, hang on. It's a pretzel. Oh, it's a very oily, greasy looking pretzel. No wonder. Look at this big butter bowl here. That is actually a lot of butter, a lot of liquid bovine secretion. Ugh. And pretzels aren't big in Australia, like these large ones, so we don't, you know, not a big thing here, but it's just very, very wartime, very bunker.
We started out with this pretzel. It was really good, so I had high hopes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at these little deep fried. It looks like chicken nuggets. Is she having dead bird nuggets for breakfast?
This restaurant. These fried mac and cheese bites tasted good.
Oh, wow. Fried mac and cheese bites. That's the first I've heard about that. Oh, wow. I'm kind of shocked, but I'm kind of not shocked. Like, I had this, I guess inside I was like, well, give Trish a chance, you know, believe in her. She's going to care enough for her baby, right, to nourish her correctly, you know, to give her the best nourishment possible, you know, or try a bit. But this looks like she is not trying. This is deep fried, breaking her fast with deep fried cheese. This video could be worse than ever. I'm not sure, but this is not looking like a good start.
Good, but after it gave me a bellyache.
Oh, but after, they're really good, but after it gave me a bellyache. Gave your baby a bellyache. I mean, gave your baby probably was feeling sick, like really sick after that, because what you are eating is what your baby is eating. Like, it's like direct nourishment. You know, you're building your baby on this like absolute famine food that you would only eat as a last result, or you should only eat as a last result if you're like starving to death. But Trisha's like just going for it as her main diet.
Burger and fries.
Oh wow! Look how fake that looks. That honestly looks like it's just one of those fake ones that you see in a, I don't know, like in a display or something, and it probably would last like, you know, 50 years or something, looking the same. Yikes.
It was the only place open at 3 o'clock. Like, things shut down at 2 and reopened at like 6, so...
Oh, wow.
Snug a little...
More deep fried. More deep fried. So she had the animal patty there.
Onion ring, this is my favorite part.
Onion rings. Okay, well, at least it's not calamari or something, sea life. But again, everything is one shade, it's just beige, right? And this is extremely carcinogenic, very fatty, just horrible for the baby's health and her own, obviously.
I love this meal.
She must have a lot of heartburn, right? And reflux.
Came up here for the pastries, so we were like, yeah, let's get some.
What? More beige? Oh, see, she needs sweetness, right? So now she's going for the sweet. It seems like her partner is just like, I don't know, like he just binges with her.
Danishes, since we are in the land of the Danes.
Oh, wow. Did you hear the desert? Did you hear the Sahara then? That dry, the sounds that you hear in the desert where there's like no moisture. The moisture has left the chat. The moisture has been fried to death. That's well.
Like a Danish waffle, and it was so dry and crusty. 0 out of 10. Cream cheese.
What? Dry and crusty. I think what she does is she eats a few bites of things. Oh, she obviously eats a lot as well, but you know, like that last one, she probably just ate one bite and chucked it away.
It was a little better, but I was having higher hopes.
Oh,
6 out of 10. This was like a little cake thing.
A little cake thing? Anyway, Belgian cafe, right. Belgian binge, it seems. So at this point I realised that me showing my results doesn't make much of a difference to Trish. In the past, yes, but these days, not so much. But it may inspire you to change your diet or some of her fans, some of her viewers. So definitely check out the Raw to 4 book, A Fruit-Based Diet. I'm holding up the Raw to 4 book right now. It has rave reviews. It has so much information, over 50 full colour recipes, meal plans, shopping lists, everything that you need. And my other books are also packed full of recipes, inspirational content, and you can change your life literally today if you get these ebooks. You can also get the physical book, which is available on Amazon, and the links are in the description below. Okay, right, Belgian binge, it seems. What? This is what people, like, she voluntarily purchases something like this. I feel like this is something that people are given at hotels and stuff when they can't, you know, it's part of their like hotel fee. They have a breakfast and they can't choose. This is what she actually chooses.
Belgian cafe, breakfast was crepes were but the Belgian waffle, home run. 1,000.
Oh gosh.
Out of 10.
Honestly, Trish, is this really your what I eat in a day? Like, where is the life? Like, she's having, like, it might seem like she's having a lot of food, but there's not actually a lot of real nutrition here, a lot of real living nutrition. A lot of the vitamins have been destroyed with all this processing. She's taking in a whole lot of glyphosates, a whole lot of, just plastics and stuff like it's unbelievable how much crap that you will find in these ultra processed foods. I don't even like to use the term foods, right? It just is not justified. This is not food. This is like bioengineered, like chemical frankenfood that humans have invented because they're too like lazy to grow fruit, you know, to focus on grow fruit trees and doing it a bit hard for a bit. And you know what I'm saying? They want other people to serve them all the time and not look after their own health and just eat what is served to them. And this is very, very sad. It's a very sad reality, and this is what I'm trying to inspire you to change. You know, to get your own place or to live with someone who has their own place and grow your own food. Cruelty-free, obviously, not grow animals. Trish, beige, wartime, famine, bunker, #bunker life. Anyway, that is a shocker. And like, honestly, what is going on here? No, Trish, no.
I'm a vegan most of the time. 98% of the time.
It's so, like, disturbing. It's not funny at all, Trish. Like, I've told, you know, I've spoken about this in the past. Trish watched a video where she saw chickens being abused with me in real time in Shane Dawson's home. She watched the video with me. And Trish actually admitted afterwards in another video, I don't know where it is, that she's ever going to eat chickens again. It was so disturbing. And yeah, here she goes again, just dropping her standards. And this, I can honestly say, this does not look in any way good to me, in any way. It looks like a gut ache. It looks like pain, suffering for myself, for others. Just disgusting. So, Trish, what are you doing? Look, hang on. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't look at a salad. It looks like there's some salad here. So...
It's chicken salad.
Oh, chicken again?
No cheese.
Oh, gosh. All right. Okay, so the salad is more of a prop, it seems. But again, dead bird. And you can see she's falafel. Well, that's not, you know, I mean, it's fried and everything, but at least it's not animal. Chicken, so much chicken. So much chicken. I honestly,
Please come cook dinner with me.
I honestly feel for the baby. I feel for the baby so much. Like, I hope it doesn't have developmental issues, and I'm sure she'll have a cesarean. I don't know for sure, but like, obviously, you know, they're probably going to induce her, and she's probably got, you know, like a due date and just has to go in. And they basically, you know, push a cesarean on women who, not every woman obviously should be going in for a cesarean. It should be like an emergency kind of thing. But now it's become like 1 in 3 or something in Australia. And that's a whole other topic. But I looked into that after the whole Yavanna cesarean. And I realized, like, wow, you know, hospitals are making a lot more money, almost double or something, when they perform cesareans. And it's, you know, a lot quicker for the doctor, basically, you know, just to cut you open. And so, anyway, that's a whole side topic. But this one didn't look like it had dead bird, at least. But please, Trish, how about living foods? How about some fruits and vegetables, at least sometimes? At least sometimes. Anyway, that's my video for today. What can I say? Trish, come on, do it for your baby, but it's too late pretty much now. She's about to pop, I think, soon. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully she cleans it up as she's getting closer to the birth. All right, don't forget to go fruit yourself, unlike Trish, and I'll see you soon.